Foundations. Foundation 12. Strive in grace. Day 2. The Try Harder Roadblock. How would you like to swim 21 miles in frigid waters and strong currents? That is precisely what many people have done in swimming across the English Channel. It is no easy feat, but it can be done. Maybe you would like to climb a mountain so high that on the final portion of the ascent there is so little oxygen that you must return quickly to lower altitudes or face peril. It is a very dangerous journey, but it can be done. Some people thrive on trying to do what others think is impossible. They make plans and train their bodies and minds. Sometimes they go through several failed attempts before they succeed. Even if you are not one of those people who loves to live on the edge, there is something in all of us that cheers on those who do. No one likes to be told that they can't do something. We like to think that we can always try harder. Sometimes we try harder with God. We take God's rules and we try to be good at them. We think that we can please God if we become a certain kind of person. Lie less, be nicer, try not to say bad words. When we fail at something, we redouble our efforts, thinking that we can get to a place where God is happy with us. There's just one problem. God doesn't ask us to climb the mountain of perfection because He knows we are incapable of it. God requires nothing short of absolute perfection because He is absolutely holy. God Himself is perfect and will accept nothing less than His own holy perfection. That's a mountain we can't climb. He doesn't put a mountain before us to climb by might, nor a channel to swim on our own. Instead, God carries us over the mountain and provides the boat for us to cross the sea. Paul says in Romans chapter 8, verses 3 through 4, "What the law was powerless to do because it was weakened by the flesh," that's our nature, "God did by sending His own Son in the likeness of sinful flesh to be a sin offering. And so He condemned sin in the flesh, in order that the righteous requirement of the law might be fully met in us, who do not live according to the flesh, but according to the Spirit." What an incredible truth! Jesus was able to accomplish what has been impossible for every other person. Jesus fulfilled God's law and the requirements for righteousness, which means that we no longer need to strive to fulfill God's law. Instead, by faith, we strive in the grace that Jesus has generously provided, that we might please Him, His way. To dwell on, we cannot please God on our own, but only by His gift of grace. To discuss, what is the hardest thing you've ever tried to do? Climb a mountain? Hold your breath for 3 minutes? Compete in a piano recital? Do you struggle with trying to please God by not making mistakes? What does God's grace teach you about how to please God? To memorize, what the law was powerless to do because it was weakened by the flesh, God did by sending His own Son in the likeness of sinful flesh to be a sin offering. Romans chapter 8, verse 3.